There you go. Hello, everybody. It's a little early yet. I'd like to say hello to Steve Forrester, the author of, how do you pronounce that again?
143 binary algorithms applied to paradiddles.
There you go.
Yeah.
Great book, guys. Steve's here to demonstrate. How you doing, Stacy? He's here to demonstrate and explain how we put the book together. Mostly explain in somewhat of a, an explanation. I guess, I don't know. Anyway, it don't matter. Stacy, how are you? Can you hear me, Stacy? Can you see us?
Are you talking to Stacy?
Yeah, say something. Say hello, Stacy.
Hello, Stacy. Who's Stacy? Do I know Stacy? My niece.
No, she has your book.
Oh, she does.
One of the students.
Oh.
That's all she talks about is Steve Forrester's book.
Uh-huh. What does she say about it?
I don't know. What do you think about the book, Stacy? We're a little early, like about 7, 8 minutes early, but this is okay. Stacy, please respond. She's not responding. She will.
Okay. Well, I'm going to talk about what the book is about?
Well, let's wait till the chat populates. There's going to be quite a few people.
Okay.
All right. I'm just waiting for Stacy to say something.
All right.
All right. Stacy's coming here in 2 weeks. Oh, yeah. Oh, she says sorry she had a glitch, but she loves the book. Well, today you're going to give firsthand explanation of what the book is, how it came into existence, and Steve is going to demonstrate some of the exercises. And also we're doing some door prizes. Something that, you already have, Stacy, a copy of Steve's book and my PDF files. So for the members, who is this? JJ. Hey, Matt, Steve, good to see us. Okay, well, good to see you too, I think. I only can see what you put in there. But anyway, as you enter the chat, I'm going to give you a number. And that's going to be our giveaways. JJ, okay? I'm going to give you number 1. So towards the end of the broadcast, what we're going to do is give away a few of Steve's publications and a few PDFs that I have, the stick control book formulas and the syncopation formulas. So we're just going to wait a few more minutes because we're really early. And we're going to wait until the chat populates somewhat. JJ, you're number 1. Remember that. Okay? So when we who's this? Lisa Fudge, how you doing? This your first time on this broadcast? All right, remember this number. Put it down. Lisa Fudge, number 2. And we have Dave, who's that, Sawyers? All right, we're giving giveaways. So now, Lisa, your number is number 2. I'd give you a number, Stacy, but you already have what we're going to give away. And we have David. David, you're number 3. We're giving away some. Seth is here. Seth, you're number 4. Who's this? David Boyes. Okay, hello, David. David Boyes. You're number 5. Remember the number. You don't claim your number or whatever, you don't receive your door prize. We got 2 or 3 more minutes and then we'll start. I'll turn everything over to Steve. Steve and I have known each other, Jesus. Wow, that's a long time, Steve.
Yeah, it is.
Since like 66, 67?
Well, probably around 70.
Yeah, closer to say. Let's play it safe. We're not that old. So that's almost 50 years. Mercy.
I guess it is.
Yeah. We had some good times. We had some good remembrances of Joe. And our dearly beloved Joe Morello. We all loved him. Everybody who's come in contact. And he's helped everybody. Okay? So let's wait. We got 2 or 3 more minutes and we'll start the show. Okay, so as you can see, Steve has his own drum pad. And he has 2 different color sticks. He'll tell you about the sticks. Okay, as we progress. I have to sit back here and do the controls while Steve does. You bought Joe Morello's vinyl LPs? Must have cost you a fortune, Stacy. He has quite a few of them. Okay, 30 seconds to countdown. We're going to try to keep this as long as possible, as long as there's some questions and Steve speaks up clearly. All right, so let me turn it over to Steve. Steve Forrester from New Jersey, former student of the Joe, great friends with Joe. So Steve, it's all yours. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, this is basically about a book called 143 Binary Algorithms Applied to Paradiddles. It's really about different ways to play pages 5, 6, and 7 in stick control. Some ways to play or practice Bolero, Ravel's Bolero, and a few coordination things, and blah blah blah. A lot of the book is based on Joe's idea of translating rights to whatever it might be, and lefts to a different thing, essentially an algorithm. A binary algorithm. I think I wrote in here one way to explain it, which is probably pretty clear, which will explain most of the book. 1 second, I gotta put them in different. There was a magician a long time ago. His name was T. Nelson Downs, and somebody asked him what his best trick was, and he had a false set of teeth that he would use for eating his food, his chompers, and another set of teeth that he would have just for show. And somebody asked him what his favorite trick was, and he was able to, while eating, indiscernibly replace one for the other. I haven't done that yet with glasses, but that's the idea. Anyway, it was Joe's idea to use the R's and L's in stick control as a springboard to create a virtually unlimited supply of useful exercises. But there's no reason to limit yourself to the 72 exercises on pages 5, 6, and 7. You could use other books. You could use Ted Reed's Syncopation. Anyway, the idea is that, well, too safe to say. Though I don't think Joe would have expressed it like this, simply put, the idea is to apply a variety of algorithms to binary sets, thus creating a variety of drum exercises, algorithms. If you see X, do this, and if you see Y, do that. On or off, heads or tails, yes or no, right or left. For the pathologically thorough, one could even write all 65,536 permutations for R's and L's for 4 bars of quarter notes. Anyway, that's basically the idea. And also, I remember reading there are 10 kinds of people in the world, those that understand the binary and those that don't. All right, an example might be if you took exercise 1 in stick control, which is right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, which I guess most people know. Right, left, right, left, right, 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 left, right, left, right, left. And every time you would see an R, you might play this, right, left, left. So all the R's would be right, 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 right. And the lefts would be left, 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 left. Would be right, right, left, right, right, left, right, right, left. That's triplets. So number 13, which would be right, right, 4 rights and 4 lefts would be right, 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 left, 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 left. So if you had number 3, right, right, left, left, which is the exercise of stick control, would be right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left. That's basically the idea. In fact, there's an, that's what Joe did pretty much when he wrote Master Studies 2. And some of the exercises are just exactly that. If anybody has this book, you'll see that that's one of the exercises. But he only could write out a few. So what my book tried to do is to write down some of the different formulas, some of the different algorithms that could be, practiced. One of the exercises that Joe had was every time you'd see a right, you might play a paradiddle starting with the right hand. I know, but paradiddle strictly is the a right paradiddle and a left. Well, anyway, so every time you'd see a right, you'd play this. And every time you'd see a left, you'd say this. So number 3, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left. In stick control would be right, right, left, left, right, right, left. So it's another way of playing it. Or you might have.
Isn't that in the Master Studies too?
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. But this way you'd have all 72. It's just a lot more.
Yeah, of course.
A lot more that you can go through. It's
a lot of work, and that's a good. I'm sorry for interrupting.
That's all right.
But that's a good journey into the level system.
Yeah, I guess so. Have you? Is everybody conversant with level systems? Most of your people, or?
Absolutely, they play that way
naturally,
but they don't realize until you break it down.
The down up tap thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll try another one. I guess from Joe, basically.
Yeah.
Every time you'd see a right, you would play either, depending on how it falls, up, right, left, right, right, or left, right, left, left. So number, a right would be this. If you had all rights, it would be just paradiddles. And every time you'd see a left, you would have it right, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left, right. So number 13 would be right, right, left, right, left, left, left. Does that make any sense at all?
Sure.
Right, right, left, left would be, as a different way of playing it. Another way Joe had of going through stick control was playing all the notes as triplets. So instead of playing just eighth notes, right, left, sorry, as they are. Number 5 is just the paradiddle. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 but to play all the exercises as triplets. When he first gave us this thing to do, I mean, I spent I tried to write them all out as stick control, as triplets, but then I realized that that every 4 notes would fall on half note triplets. So if you took, let's see, what is it, stick control? There's an exercise, right, left, 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 right, left.
I think it's number
24?
11. Right, left, left, left.
Yeah.
Right, left, left, left. Right, left, left, left.
Yeah, that one.
That's, I think, number 11 or 12.
Okay, so anyway, if you took that 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and you made it triplets, it would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and or paradiddles would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1.
Nice hand,
16th notes. Yeah. Would be the idea. I asked Joe, when you tell me this, that everything, each group of 4 starts on half note triplets, and he said, well, I left that for you to figure out for yourself. And I'm sure there are a million things that that I wasn't smart enough to get together that he knew that that he had an easy way of thinking about it. But anyway, for all those out there that want to play all the stick control, page 5, 6, and 7 of stick control is triplets. That's the way to do it. You know, 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a, or play them, you know, as eighth notes. You know, don't think of, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. You know, it's eighth notes, triplets, and 16th notes. Is a really good way to practice. The way this book is designed, it's not designed. It's a workbook essentially. It's a book of ideas, and it's designed. You know, so there's no reason to do anything sequentially. You can turn to any page and find something that may be of interest, or if there's something that you're having difficulty with, the ideas behind it are so that you could come up with your own exercises. If you want to practice rolls, or an example would be, say you wanted to practice transitioning from eighth notes to triplets, or from triplets to 16th notes, or from 16th notes to groups of 5 or 6, or whatever it might be. You would take, this is under the warming up section, warming up for, you know, different exercises. So in this case, every time you'd see a right, you would play 2 eighth notes, and every time you'd see a left, you'd play triplets. You know, using alternate sticking, number 3 in stick control would be right, right, left, left. That's the, you know, left, left. So you would say 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or if you wanted to play triplets and 16th notes, you would make the R's triplets, if that makes any sense. So all the R's would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Every time you'd see a left, you'd play 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
We have a request.
And on and on. Huh?
We have a request.
A request.
Yeah.
What is
Slow
it?
down.
Misty? Slow down?
Yeah, the explanation, you know, I know what you're doing, and some of the people here do know what you're doing. They're familiar with the formulas and whatever, but there are some people who just don't understand where you're getting the R and what the L is and the counting system. So if it's possible, I have a
Sure.
request to slow down somewhat.
All right. Is everyone conversant with page 5, 6, and 7 in stick control?
They should be familiar with 5, 6, and 7.
Okay.
All right, and what you're doing is you're coming up with R becomes something and L becomes something.
Yes. If I just may read one thing here,
Sure.
just to clarify things, I suppose. All right. Another way Joe had of creating exercises was to substitute one group of notes for each R and another group for each L. This is more easily described as when you see an R, play blah. When you see L, play whatever. Although the exercises are written as 2 bars of eighth notes in cut time, as they are in page 5, 6, and 7 of stick control, for the purposes of this book, regard the 2 bars of eighth notes as 4 bars of quarter notes in 4/4. Then I just wrote down, this is for readability and practicality to avoid the pages from appearing too cluttered with 32nd notes and 64th notes. For example, the first exercise is right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. It would be counted the way it's written as 1E and a 2E and a 1E and a 2E and a. But for the purposes of the book, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4. Now, every time you'd see a right, you might perform a particular activity. Say it's a paradiddle, or whatever it might be. It might be whatever it might be. It could be a flam. Every time you see a right, you play a flam. Every time you see a left, you play a left flam. So right, left would be number 1. Number 3, right, which is right, right, left, left in stick control would be right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left. Just to practice flams, or it could be a 4-stroke rough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and on and on. Let's see. So would be number 3. Does that make any sense at all?
Yeah.
Okay. Does
Well, you
that,
see, you're
does that clear it
demonstrating
up?
too fast. That's what they're
Huh?
they're saying it's too fast, your explanation.
Okay.
Can you just slow it down some? That's what they're responding to.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Another thing you might try for every art, play a paradiddle, but a flam paradiddle. Every time you see a right, you play this. Right, 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 right. And every time you see a left, you play a paradiddle, flam paradiddle starting with your left hand. Left. So number 3, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left would be right. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
Or the other one before, a right is this, a paradiddle starting with the accent on the first beat, and then the middle of the beat for left, 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 1 E end it, 2 E end it, 3 E end it, 4 E end it, as flams. So number 3, or try number 13, right, 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 left, 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 right, 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 left, right, 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 yeah, left, right, right. Yeah, I got mixed up. All right, 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 left, left. So 13, right, left, right, 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 left, 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 left would be. And on and on. Just as something to practice, a way of practicing flams or flam paradiddles. The idea is to make it interesting for yourself. What to practice. Say you wanted to practice double stroke rolls. Say you wanted to practice double stroke rolls. We get back to the warm-up exercises if you wanted to, where you're going from, let's see, eighth notes to triplets. You know, say you want to play open rolls. Instead of playing 1, 2, every time you see a right, you'd play 2 eighth notes. 1. Well, these are all rights, and every time you see a left, you would play triplets, regardless of which hand begins it. Right, 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 left, 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 right, 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 left, 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 left. Then double everything up. So 1 and 2 would be rights. Right, left, right. Then go, or say wanted to play triplets. Right, left, right, left. And 16th notes would be for each left. Then double them up. So you. Does that make any sense at all, Matt?
Sure. There's a couple of questions here. Well, first off, let me, Alan, you got yours on Amazon. Okay. Jules, we're going to be giving some prizes out. If not, you get it on Amazon.com. And JJ, here's the question. Listen to this one. What is the best way to memorize each exercise like you know every number on stick control?
I guess by doing it.
Absolutely. I agree with that.
By doing it.
By doing, can I answer that for you, Steve?
Sure.
If you don't mind. We were just talking, Steve and I were just having a little discussion before this broadcast about the thing of memorizing stick control or master studies or coming up with new ideas. It just doesn't leave you. It just stays with myself and Steve. You know, it's just all the time we're thinking and thinking and thinking about a new idea. And that comes through a process. Now, don't forget, Steve and I have been playing for extremely a long, long time. And we do, without a doubt, do stick control book every day. So it's with us, you know? And, you know, to say this is number 6, this is number 7. Yeah, there's sometimes I don't remember. I have to refer to the book. But it's through practicing and practicing and practicing every day, every day. Okay? You remember this. Now, what is this one? I don't know where that is. That's that. Try Amazon. If you can't get on Amazon, we're going to send you a copy if you win. All right, Steve, I apologize.
That's all right.
I just thought I'd grab that one,
All
if
right.
you didn't mind.
No, anyway, that's the basic premise, I suppose. If you see this, do that. As I was talking before, every time you see a right, you play this. Right, 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 right. Every time you see a left, you play right, right, left, right, right, left. So the accent. It's essentially, if you had number 1, you ended up with your, or number 3 would be right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right, right. Another way of playing the same, using the same accenting thing, every time you see a right, you play this, right, right, left, right, and every time you see a left, you play, yeah. Every time you see a right, you play either this, the accent is on the beat, and every time you see a left, it's on the 3rd note of the triplet. So all the rights would be this, right, right, left. It's the same accenting pattern as this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. It's just alternating stickings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Does that make sense? 1, right, right, left, left would be right, right, left, left, right, right, left, right, right, left, right, right. Remember Joe gave us an exercise. It's an exercise playing triplets where I wrote it in the back of the book here. The triplets would play 1 bar with the triplet with the accent on the first beat of the triplet, then the 2nd bar of the triplet. Second 4 bars would have the triplet in the middle, and
That was the first lesson. You're playing 3 measures of triplet. You're playing the downbeat for the first measure as an accent. Then you shift it over to the and of the triplet, and then to the dug, the triplet.
Right. So you'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, end it, 2, end it, 3, end it, 4, end it, 1, end it, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2.
That's it.
Then do the same thing with flams, where instead of the accents being this, make them flams. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And on and on and on.
Everything you do makes sense. It's just that these people, I'm not belittling nobody, but they're at different levels here, you know?
Okay.
But that's okay. They can come and visit me anytime they want.
Something for everybody. The same with the paradiddles. Instead of a paradiddle, every time you see an R would be a paradiddle. Make it a flam paradiddle. Or you have right, right, left, left would be. Yeah. Yeah.
We're going to have to mention Danny Gottlieb, I guess. That's okay.
Let's see.
That's a good exercise, the flams. I like that. It's a lot more work.
Oh yeah, flam in the middle. Anyway,
A few questions.
Gotta go home and practice. Anyway, there's a million ideas.
A few
in
questions.
this book, and it's how you can, practice whatever you want to need to practice in an interesting way, hopefully.
Hey, Mike, how you doing? Anyway, Where did you get the sticks? That's one of the questions.
Danny Gottlieb gave these to me a long time ago. They're two different colors just because they're matched pretty well for a sound, and I just happened to
A lot
bring
of
them
people
down.
don't know who Danny Gottlieb is, so
I'd have to Google him.
that's really nice of you, Steve.
No, Danny studied with Joe. I remember meeting Danny when he first came to study with Joe. He was 14 years old. He was a cello player, and he's a fabulous drummer and a really sweet guy.
The eternal
And
student.
Huh?
The eternal student.
Yeah, Danny's got great hands, and Danny's got great musicality, and Danny's great. Anyway, he gave me these sticks, and he's with the Lieutenant Dan Band, and he was with Pat Metheny, and he was with Gary Burton's quartet, and he's a great drummer. He's a great drummer.
Well, you know, you're referring to master studies in the stick control book. And I know, why don't we explain to the audience here what your part of Master Studies 1 and Master Studies 2 of publishing it. What did you do to put it out there and help Joe out?
You know, when I first went to see Joe, he told me that he was writing what would later become Master Studies, and one of his students, John Lee, had transcribed the page, and he wanted to know if I'd be interested in transcribing the book with him. Absolutely, I was interested in it. And the way Joe had of working, it was very organic. He would play something blazingly fast, and it was, you know, just he couldn't tell what was the right hand and what was the left hand, which is one of the big ideas between his stick control. If you listen to a drummer like Buddy Rich, he almost has this undertone of, you know, this sustained thing beneath him playing, with these, you know, these accents would stick out tremendously from him, and it would just be so beautiful. And same with Joe. So I'd have to ask him to slow it down and ask him what in the world he was playing. But the way it took a long time because Joe worked kind of slowly. I'd be a couple exercises here, then he'd want to take a break for a while, and then write it down. Eventually, it ended up in the hands of Modern Drummer, and they published it, and that was their first book that they published. It's a really good book. It's a little bit more organically put together than the next volume, but both volumes are very worthwhile. And some of these things in here, I can see this opening up almost any page, how it could be applied to the formula: right equals this, you know, perform this activity; left equals that, perform that activity. You know, do this. If you see this, do that. You know, Simon says do this. But that concept came from Joe, and back in the day, back in the 70s, when Joe was teaching out of Dorn and Kirshner in Union, New Jersey, there would be a tiny room next to it, and we would all kind of crowd in there with our little pads, and let's try stick control by doing every time you see an aura, you play a paradiddle. Every time you do this, you do that, and maybe 3 or 4 people, no more, could fit in the room. We practiced together before a lesson, and I would usually be last, and then I see him the next day or whatever, and I would go on for a long time. And so I got to meet a lot of the people at that time, and it was a lot of fun practicing and hanging out. But it was because of Joe's concept of doing that, that this book came to be. So there are a lot of different ways of doing it. Another way might be, example, every time you see a right, you play a double paradiddle. You're starting with either hand, with the accent on the first beat. So if you had all rights, you would hear right, 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 right. Every time you see a left, you would play the same double paradiddle, but you would accent it with the fourth note as well as the first note. So you'd have that. Well, the lefts would be that. So the rights would be this, and the lefts would be this. depending on where the accents fall. So number 3, right, right, left, left, and stick control would be this. And on and on. So all 4 rights and 4 lefts would be. And on and on and on. Again, same idea, but with flams. And on and on and on. I haven't practiced in a while, folks, got to tell you. But that's the idea. And that's what the book is. Another part of the book is just playing around with Bolero. One afternoon while I was writing the book, I heard a story on radio something, on NPR anyway. They were talking about some woman that had some kind of pathological condition. She was a biologist and a neuroscientist or something or other. Anyway, she became obsessed with Bolero, and she stopped whatever she was doing and became a painter. And it was based on the repetitiveness of Bolero. And it turned out that she had some kind of temporal lobe disorder, and also it turns out that Ravel had the same kind of disorder. Ultimately fatal for both of them, in which they became obsessed with this repetitive activity, and that's what Bolero is. It's just constantly repetitive, and that's why it's this weird, kind of famous drum piece, because somebody's, just playing. Just 24 notes, but repeated for 10 minutes, and it became kind of a famous drum piece for that. And so I just wrote a few variations based on Bolero. Let's see.
Let's see
what they are, shall we? Yeah. So the original book, is 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2. Just translate it to 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and then add flams to it. 1 and 2 and just there are a whole bunch of exercises based on that. Or a 16th note, so whatever you want to do. And on and on and on. Basically the idea.
A lot of people don't understand where Amazon is. I guess they live
Amazon.
in South Africa. They living in.
Are you serious?
Yeah, from Portugal. No, where is he from? Poland.
There's probably an Amazon in Poland
And Germany and South Africa.
Yeah, it's probably all over
Yeah,
Europe. There's a European.
You just have to
version.
Google Amazon.com.
It's an online buying site.
It's like a shopping center online. All right, you want to add anything here? Any questions? Oh yeah, one more question to you, Stephen.
Yeah.
My friend Mike wants to know, what kind of drum pad are you using?
It's just a thing I made. Yeah, I had a piece of butcher block, and I went to the rubber store, and I got a piece of rubber that I glued onto
Let me
it.
see the bottom of that. It's
Thanks.
solid, huh? Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of a butcher's block.
If it
thing.
was hollow, you would get sound out of it.
Yeah.
Or you put elevated, you definitely get a nicer sound. It's a nice pad.
Yeah. For back in the 70s, I started making. I think I was the first one to make round pads. I was able to get oak stair treads, and for like $3, and I cut them out on a bandsaw and glue round pieces of rubber to them, big pieces of rubber. And a lot of people got them, but I broke a lot of bandsaw blades making them. And I think I was the first one to do that, actually.
Well, you have an order for a butcher block here now if you want to sell it.
Really? Nah.
It's just a
They're,
homemade
they're
pit.
easy, yeah, they're easy enough to make. Just get a piece of wood.
Yeah.
I just happen to have this piece of wood, and a lot of towns might have a store where you can buy rubber,
Yeah.
a gum
Well,
rubber, and it's just gum rubber.
You ever consider mortising the middle of that so you get hollower sound?
Yeah, I made one like that. One of Joe's students, Joe Cavallero,
Yeah.
had me make a pad for him that was the size of a drum. There was 3 pieces of wood. One was kind of like hollowed out, and it would fit on a drum stand. It was a great big thing with all kinds of crazy stuff, but it had a pretty good sound, actually. But no, I haven't considered hollowing it out. I guess I could. If I have to get a router, get a router and hollow it out.
Yeah. Well, anyway, are there any questions, guys, about the book? If not, we're going to do our drawing. And for the drawing, how many books do we have of yours, Steve?
3.
3? Okay. Now, what I have to make up front is if you live outside the U.S., it's going to be difficult to send you a book. So we might give you a PDF of stick control formulas or syncopation formulas, your choice. I think we could handle Canada. Australia is totally out of the question. Okay? And Germany's out of the question. So if you guys win, the guys that live outside of the United States, we're going to substitute the book for the PDFs. Charge number 8. Okay, hold on. I just got to cut these out. And Steve is going to pick them out of the cup. There's altogether 11. So we're going to do 3 books and 3 PDFs. Okay? Is that okay with you guys? Now, if you guys win the book and you're in the United States, you're going to have to email me, all right, your address, and I'll have them sent out. If it's the PDFs you won, you still have to email me so I could email you the PDFs of your choice. When you do email me, specify stick control formulas, syncopation formulas. Thank you, Stacy. Hold on a minute, I got a little distracted. Here's my email. Thank you, Stacy. How do you approach the feet with the book?
You could do the same thing.
You know,
the same thing as your hands.
Yeah,
You could do the same thing. You could do every time you see a right. You could use your right foot every time you see. You could as mix up. The idea is it's a workbook, and it's a kind of a way of thinking, I suppose. If you, depending on what you want to work on, if you're having a weakness in some particular area, I'm kind of embarrassed, but I haven't practiced in honestly years, and it's I should. That's for damn sure. But there are all kinds of things that are fun to work on. The idea is to make practicing fun. The more fun it is, the more different things there are. One thing in here, say you take just flams. Take a reading down stick control, put a flam on the first note. 1. Then on the second note, same thing, just reading across. The sticking is just right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, or right, or whatever the sticking might be. Then put the flam on the next note. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. 1 and 2, and just move the flam on down the line. You can do the same things if you play with 16th notes or triplets or whatever it might be, or play a 4-stroke rough, 1, 2, or as a paradiddle. It's just to get you thinking. What would I like to work on today? And the premise is to make things interesting for you to do. Instead of just sitting there like this and doing that, in 5 minutes. Let's practice going, up and down. 1 and practice roll like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and then go to triplets. And then the 16th. And back and forth. Or groups of 3 and groups of 5, one and to work on your roll. The same thing with the closed roll. Practice, 1, 2, 3.
That tightens your hands up, man.
Huh?
That really tightens your hands up, though.
Triplets?
No, the press roll.
Yeah, another thing, you play a roll, the way to make it louder is to just bring your arms into it. People talk about molar a lot, that for whatever reason, it's the latest pop thing, right? Latest meme.
Yeah, that turns
whatever.
me off, molar thing, because it's not really molar. That's
well, whoever it's from.
It's the laws of physics.
But it comes down to us from Jim Chapin,
Right.
who talked about molars. I think it's legitimate to talk about
Sure.
it. It's just a name. It's a way of referring to it, to an activity. And Joe had kind of a modified molar thing. We were just this. I know JoJo has a thing like that on his thing, and but he said it's just to to emphasize the relaxing. But it's just here. It's just here.
The pump,
Yeah.
not the whip.
I had a thing that I used to play around with playing this, and then I play things with Morse code with my other hand.
Well, I have to
Which
say,
is the
Steve,
alphabet,
I have to say that you're a fun guy to practice with, and one thing that I envy about Steve, and I mean it's not in a bad way, but he had all this opportunity to sit down next to Joe and practice with Joe. That's a gift. What do you say, Steve?
Well, I took lessons. I didn't sit
Well,
down.
we took lessons too, but you had a lot of time in his downtime to practice with him.
No, I was practicing with the guys next door in the little room. I didn't sit down
Yeah,
with
of
Joe.
course,
and
and with Joe.
Joe was teaching. Joe was the master. Joe's
All right,
the genius.
before we close up, I mean, you have more to say about this book, or you want before you?
Well, I think everyone should get it. It's
Of course they're gonna
it's
get it.
applicable. It's just to trying to make it understood.
Okay.
And what it is. It can be for a beginner. It could be done for the most advanced person in the world.
Okay, but
because it's up to you whatever you want to put into it. But it's a workbook. It's a workbook of ideas.
well, for those who frequent my live lessons on YouTube, on my site, and Facebook, we will do some exercises from this book. So what I want to do right now, first let me make the announcement before we have the drawing. Recently, I just was able to hook up to Facebook Live. I could do on my wall, or I could actually stream in all the different drumming groups. And I stream on YouTube and I stream on my site. So if you want to see me on Facebook, I can't accept any more friends because of the fact I have 5,000 friends. You need to follow me and you will get notification that I'm live. The same thing with YouTube. Subscribe to my channel, you will see that I'm live. All right, and then you get on my mailing list, you'll see the agenda for the week, the location and times, plus PDFs if needed. Okay, we will have my email. That's Matt Patella 1001@gmail.com. So I'm going to hand this over to Steve. So how many books do you have, Steve?
3.
3. All right. So we're going to do. We might as well do all of them. I don't care. Here. We don't have to have it. Here. We have a drawing. Just tell me the numbers, because I wrote Chinese there. The first guy. This is for what? Your book?
Whatever.
Now remember, if you're living out of the U.S., we gotta say instead of the book, It's going to be a PDF of stick control formulas or syncopation formulas, your choice. Go ahead, Steve, number 1.
Alan Gentile?
What number is that? 9?
I don't see the number.
It's number 9. Number 9, Alan. The book. Where do you live, Al? Alan, you still here?
Maybe he left.
No, he didn't leave. He's here. Oh, he has the book. All right, so what? We're going to send him the PDFs.
Does he like the book?
Do you like his book, Alan? All right, the PDFs, Alan. What would you like, stick control or syncopation? Stick control is 188. Oh, you're from Tennessee. You already have the book, right, Alan? So you want the PDF for the stick control formulas or the syncopation formulas? The stick control book formula is 188 pages. The the syncopation book is 166 pages. Your choice. Email me. My email's there. Tell me which one you would want. Not a problem. I'll definitely send it directly to you. And I will add you to my mailing list. All right, let's go with the second one.
Seth, number 4.
Seth! He gets a book. Oh, my Lord. Seth, email me your address. You get a book. Okay, next one.
JJ.
JJ.
Number 1? Number 1?
Yeah, number 1. JJ.
JJ's off in Belgium, I believe.
I don't know. JJ, where are you, JJ?
Hi, JJ. Right?
JJ, you there? You from Belgium. Sorry. No bookie.
We'll send him a PDF of yours.
Yeah. I give you the PDF of the stick control or syncopation. Tell me which one you want. Well, that's nice of you. JJ already has the book. So, hey, take a PDF of the stick control formulas or the syncopation formulas. Your choice. I'll wait on you. Okay, what's the next guy?
David, number 3.
Number 3, David. You want the syncopation book there, JJ? JJ, syncopation. David, which one would you? Where are you located? Outside the U.S.? JJ's going to get the syncopation formulas. Okay, Ohio. Now, you're going to get the book, okay? David? Which one is this one? Wait a minute. You're going to have to email me. So that takes care of 2 books. 1 more to go.
Jara Dawn or something, like number 8?
All right, hold on. Jard, you're number 8. Jard, you win. Where are you from, Jard? Don't forget, guys, email me and I'll send them to you. Except the book. I have to go to the post office. Number 8, Jard, where are you? All right, hit another one.
Yeah, all right. That one was already...
Just give me the number. as you can see it.
Okay, I'm trying to find a different one that we didn't get.
What do you put them back in there?
Yeah. Number 11.
Number 11. PDFs. Email me, I'll send you the PDFs. I mean, you are from Germany, correct? Okay. You know what? That's 1, 2, 3, 2 books, and 1, 2, 3 PDFs. One more book.
All right.
Oh, he's from Wisconsin. Wait a minute. Hold it. Book. You're living in Wisconsin, right? Email me. Jard, where are you from? That's 3 books.
How about number 2, Lisa Fudge?
All right, I'm just going to get her in a second.
If she's still there.
All right, you know what? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 people. Okay, 5 people who haven't gotten a prize. You know what I'm going to do? That's 1, 2, 3 books. We're going to sell one more. You're in Berlin. Okay, you get the PDF. All right, one more book, and the rest I'm going to send PDFs to. So everybody email me. So let's have one more drawing for the book.
Did we get number 5?
You already, no, number 5 is Dave Boy. David Boy. Number 5, David. You still there, David? You live in the U.S., you get a book. Last one. All right, Mike Flanager, and Jules, Jard, and Lisa. Email me, I'll send you the PDF. Oh, you have the book, David Boyce. All right, hold on. We'll send you the PDF, okay, David? Email me. Which PDF would you like? Stick control or syncopation? Okay, we have Jules, Daniel, Michael, and Lisa. Okay, out of those, that's 1, 2, 3. There's a winner at all 3. Who's that, Jard? You get the PDF, right, Jard? Didn't I say you already got it? You get the PDF. All right, that's 1, 2, 3 people. Out of the 3 people, see 1, 2, one more book, and then the rest you're going to get PDFs. So take another number. Hey, pick another number.
Yeah, all right. There aren't that many numbers. Seven?
7?
Is there a 7?
That's Jules. Jules, didn't you already win? All right, no. Yeah, all right, Jules. You win a book. So Daniel, Michael, and Lisa, you're going to get PDFs. Email me, I'll send you the PDFs. My mailing, it was Barrytown. I don't know where that is.
Downingtown?
South Wales. You can't get a book, George. All right, again, Everybody email me. My email is mattpatella1001@gmail.com. Specify, all right, what you won. The book, if it's the book, make sure you're inside of the United States. I could mail it to you. The PDFs, you don't have to specify which one. I'll send you both sets. No problem. Email me. Okay? Give me a day or so to get it together and I'll send everybody. So before I shut down, anybody here have any questions in reference to the Magnificent Steve's book? Nice set of hands, Steve.
Wow. Been a long time.
Any questions? All right, let me just make an announcement. We have up and coming sometime in November. The date hasn't been set yet. I don't know if you people are familiar with Jason Gianni. He's a instructor at Drummers Collective, and he will be doing a show here live sometime in November. I do the drum camp next weekend, the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday next week. I do have one opening if anybody would like to attend it. Email me. And just another reminder, on Monday and Friday, 1 p.m., all right, I stream live on Facebook, 1 and 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, in order for you to see, if I'm posting on my wall, in order for you to see that, you need to follow me on Facebook, okay? How you doing, Chris? You're late. I don't know Chris who. You're getting a lot of thank yous here. And on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, I'm live on YouTube, this channel right here. So if you'd like, subscribe to this channel. You will get notification from YouTube that I'm live. That's Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, at 7 p.m., I stream on my site, mattpatellallivelessons.com. Yes, it's over. It's going to be taped, so you'll see it. You know, subscribe to the channel. You come to the channel and you'll see it. Okay? What was I going to say? I got distracted. I'm really tired. Anyway, I hope everybody enjoyed it. Like I said, it's going to be taped, so you want to review it, come back and watch it. Any questions? Just you could email me. I'll submit your questions to Steven. If he should reply to you, either on Facebook or email. This will be in the video will be in every group of the Facebook groups, the Art of Drumming groups. Okay, guys, it's really hot in here. I didn't turn the lights on, right? We got a pretty good picture. Okay, my pleasure, and we'll see everybody. What's today, Saturday, Sunday? Yeah. We'll see everybody tomorrow, 1 p.m. on Facebook. Remember, if you're not friends, I can't accept anymore. Follow me. You will get a notification that I'm on. Okay. Have a good rest of the day. I hope you've enjoyed yourself.